Hi everyone. It is time to read a story, and it is a really interesting book. It's kind of funny and silly, but it's really good. It's called A House in the Woods, and it is by a lady named Inga Moore. And it looks like she wrote the book and also did the pictures. So she is the author and the illustrator. It's called A House in the Woods. And this picture inside the cover kind of gives you an idea it's going to be a funny book, isn't it? Look at the bear and the pigs, and they're carrying giant plates of peanut butter sandwiches to the beavers. Wait till you see. There they are, feeding peanut butter sandwiches to the beavers. A little pig had made a den for herself in the woods. Next door, another little pig had made himself a hut. So this pig made a den, this pig made a hut. One morning, the two little pigs went out walking together. One little pig found a feather, and the other found an interesting stick. There's one finding a feather. There's one finding a stick. I said that kind of reminds us of our nature walks, doesn't it? We're always finding interesting sticks and things. Hey, can you look at this picture and figure out what season it is? I'm thinking maybe it's fall in this picture because the leaves are colorful and there are a lot of leaves on the ground. That's what I'm guessing. But when the first little pig brought her feather home to her den, she discovered that Bear had moved in, which she didn't mind because she liked Bear. But Bear was so big that, oh dear, the den was wrecked. Oh no, that great big bear got in that den and wrecked it. Aww. And when the second little pig went home to his hut with his stick, he discovered that Moose had moved in, which he didn't mind either because he liked Moose. But Moose was even bigger than Bear, and when he stood up politely to say good morning, crash! The hut was also wrecked. Oh dear, so now the den and the hut got wrecked by Bear and Moose. It was an accident, but still. Which left the two little pigs with nowhere to live, not to mention Moose and Bear. This was a pickle. It really was. Pickle means they had a problem. Then Moose had a brilliant idea. Why not build a big house where they could all live together? And there he is coming up with his idea. Oh boy, that's a great idea, Moose. Well, it was a good idea, except that building a big house with real windows and doors, a roof, stairs, and chimney stacks isn't easy. They couldn't do it on their own. So Moose called the beavers on the telephone. Wait a minute. What is a telephone doing out in the middle of the woods? And how is a bear making a phone call? Do you think this book is real or make-believe? I'm starting to think it's make-believe. Have you ever seen a telephone in the woods? That's funny. And soon afterward, a team of beaver builders came to help them. The beavers said that they wished to be paid in peanut butter sandwiches, and no one had any objections. So they felled the timber, which means they cut down the trees. Now this is how beavers cut down trees. They don't use saws. What are they using? Can you see what they're doing? Yeah, the beavers are using their teeth to cut down the trees. Here's another one over here doing the same thing. They're cutting down trees for the house. And the work began. There's all the beavers. There's an old expression that says eager beavers, and that's what looks like they have going on here. By lunchtime, the walls of the house went up. Ooh, look at that. Their house is really coming together. And by dinner time, the roof was on. The lunch and dinner times were on different days, of course. Beavers are fast, but not that fast. So maybe it was lunchtime on Tuesday, the walls were up, and maybe dinner time on Friday, the roof was on. That seems a little fast, doesn't it? Bear made the staircases and chimney stacks while Moose fitted the windows and the doors. Boy, their house is really coming along. Is this real or make-believe? I think it's make-believe. Then they both went with the two little pigs to the junkyard for furniture and curtains and all the other things that go inside a house. Don't look now, but a moose and a bear are driving trucks. At last the house was finished. The beavers handed over their bill and left. There was just enough time to get to the store. Ooh, they've got to get to the store so they can make the peanut butter sandwiches. Hurry! They're running to buy the bread and peanut butter. So there they are, getting all the bread and the peanut butter to make the peanut butter sandwiches for the beavers. Do bears and mooses and pigs go grocery shopping? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is make-believe. Then the little pigs helped Moose and Bear make 6 plates of peanut butter sandwiches, which they delivered in person to the beavers who had all gone back to their lodge on the lake. So this must be the beavers' lodge. It looks a little different than most of the beaver lodges that I've seen. Google beaver lodges and then click on images and see if what you see in those pictures looks like this. Not really. It had been a busy time for the little pigs and Moose and Bear. They had worked hard. Had it been worth it? What do you think? Just look. What a beautiful new house they have. Wow, that's really something. Bear went to bed first because he was so tired. And after they had finished their supper and washed the dishes, have you ever seen a moose and pigs washing dishes? I haven't either. It's make-believe. And told stories for a while around the fire, Moose and the 2 little pigs climbed the stairs to bed. There they go. Time to go to bed. Soon the only sounds to be heard were the soft cheeps of sleepy birds roosting in the rafters, the tiny rustling of wood mice in the fallen leaves outside, and just now and then the gentle snoring of Bear. Good night, Bear. Good night, Moose. Good night, little pigs. Sweet dreams, everyone. And there's their house in the woods. There's an owl swooping around. And that looks like that's the beaver lodge. Good story, good story. A house in the woods. Boy, it would be nice if it was that easy to build a house, right? Just get all the animals and it's all built. Well, that's our story for today. A house in the woods. I hope you liked it. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.